welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Farrington Family Schoolhouse. I'm so excited to be back and bringing you another video today, my second ever video on this channel, which is really exciting. Today I have an Amazon homeschool book haul for you. So I'm going to be showing you all of the books that I have ordered for our upcoming bug unit that we're going to be doing in the fall. I'm so excited. This is for my first grader. These books, these read alouds would be perfect for pre-K, kindergarten, first grade. I'm using them for my first grader, but they are illustrated books, so they would be perfect for pre-K through first grade, even second grade, or any kid who likes illustrated books, they would be perfect for. So I'm very excited to share with you today's Amazon homeschool book haul. And before we get too far into the video, please make sure that you support this new channel of mine, my passion project, my homeschool channel, by hitting that red subscribe button. I would love to have you. My goal is to post 2 new homeschool videos every week, and any more will just be a bonus, but this is my homeschool little safe haven space, so I'm really excited to be sharing all homeschool content on here with you. Now let's jump into today's video. The books that I'm going to be showing you are books that we're going to do a new read aloud with every single week of our 14-week bug unit. So let me show you the first book, and these are not going to be in any particular order, but I'm just going to kind of show you as they are laid out here. And the first one is right behind me, and it is called The Grouchy Ladybug by Eric Carle. I think most of us are familiar with this author. The Very Hungry Caterpillar is another book that he wrote, and that one is obviously widely popular. But we are going to be doing The Grouchy Ladybug, and I just love the illustrations in this book. I love that this one includes a variety of different insects, bugs, animals, so it'll be good for our bug unit, and it's so colorful, so cheerful, nice to look at, and this will be a fun one for Vivienne and I to sit down and kind of leaf through together. With our read alouds, I do like to, sometimes we take turns reading, so I'll read a paragraph or a page, then she'll read the next one, and it's nice to keep her engaged in that way, and I can see us doing that with this particular book. This next one is called Up in the Garden, Down in the Dirt, and here is the cover of this one. And again, all of these books are available on Amazon, so I will link as many of them down below as I possibly can. I should be able to link all of them, but we've got Up in the Garden, Down in the Dirt. So let me just read a page from this book to you. Up in the garden I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. I love that. I think Vivienne will really enjoy this one. So the next 2 books are Cat in the Hat books, and the first one is On Beyond Bugs, all about insects. And that is what the cover looks like. The inside of the cover just says, I'm the cat in the hat and I'm glad that I found you. Right now, if you look, you'll see insects around you. The Cat in the Hat Learning Library introduces beginning readers to basic nonfiction. If your child can read these lines, then he or she can begin to understand the fascinating world in which we live. And that is the foundation for homeschool for us, just understanding and appreciating the beautiful world around us that God has created. So I love that about this Cat in the Hat book series. And then the next one we have is called Because a Little Bug Went Ka-Choo. And there is the cover for this one. And I feel like as with any Cat in the Hat book, these are super engaging, they're fun, they roll off the tongue well as you read them aloud, they're fun, the pictures are fun for the kids to look at. So the inside cover says, A Marvelous Merry Madcap Adventure, written with just 120 different words. Because that seed dropped, a worm got mad. Because he got mad, he kicked a tree. Because of that kick, the refrain is classic, the rhythm is infectious, the pictures are funny, and the story is simply told. Just a few new words are introduced on each page, always in a context that makes them completely clear and amusingly memorable. What a great summation of Cat in the Hat books, that's so true. Next up, we have another Eric Carle book, The Very Busy Spider, because we will be dedicating an entire week of the unit study to spiders. So again, in that classic Eric Carle style, you've got the illustrations. I think this will be really sweet to read. The next book that we are going to be including in our bug unit read alouds, The Cockroach by Elise Gravel. And I loved the front of it. I thought that was really cute. Now let me read you the little tidbit about the author. As a child, Elise Gravel was already fascinated by disgusting little creatures. At 3 1/2, she founded the Organization for the Defense of Disgusting Critters, of which she was both president and the only member. Nowadays, when she's not busy petting a cockroach, she writes and illustrates strange children's books. So I'm actually really looking forward to reading this one. So So my goal with these read alouds is not to make them, I don't want them to be like, this is a fact book, let's open it up and read facts. We have those, but those are not our read aloud books. I want these to be fun, and as a way, we'll probably read these at the beginning of each bug unit lesson. And again, our bug unit is 14 weeks, so we need to, I want to get into a fun and engaging mindset before we dive into the actual work, and I think our read alouds will do exactly that. Next up, we have The Life and Times of the Ant by Charles McCucci. Now, I will say before I tell you any more about this book, we are specifically going to be focusing on ants throughout the entire bug unit. Vivienne is going to be taking notes on an ant farm. She's going to be studying the ant farm. We're going to spend a little bit more time on ants than we really are any other insect, because I'm trying to help her overcome a fear of ants that she has. So I thought this would be appropriate. Or one of the reviews on the back by the New York Times says, "The life and times of the ant slices open an anthill for the reader, spilling out armies of ant facts. McCucci peppers his book with intriguing bits, sure to wow other children on the playground." So this one kind of is more of a fact book, but I still feel like it flows kind of like a story. Obviously it's illustrated, so that will keep her nice and engaged. And I think this is one of the books where we will take turns reading a page. Maybe I'll read, you know, the introductory paragraph, and then she'll read the facts to me, or something like that. Next up, we have A Butterfly is Patient by Diana Hutz Aston and Sylvia Long. How beautiful is that? I don't know, I feel like this is very realistic. This is, when you see butterflies, they're just so beautiful. They look like illustrations out of a book come to life. So I feel like this is a nice representation of that. And again, this looks to be more of like a fact book that kind of reads a bit-ish like a story. So let's read just a little chunk. A butterfly is helpful. Butterflies, like bees, help pollinate plants so that they can reproduce or make seeds. As a butterfly flits from flower to flower, sipping nectar, tiny grains of pollen cling to its body, then fall away onto other flowers. So I think it may not be as exciting as an actual fiction story, but it's still beautiful. I think it will resonate with her. I think this will be good. I'm just enjoying kind of flipping through it as I sit here, but I have to remember I'm making a video, so let's keep moving. I have to admit, we're not doing a specific study on praying mantis, but the title got me. Manuelo, the Praying Mantis by Dawn, I think it's Treeman. It's so cute. It's a praying mantis playing an instrument. I don't know, I just saw it and I was like, well, we better get that because that looks hilarious. Let me read the back, just a little bit from the back to you. One warm summer evening, a lonely praying mantis named Manuelo listens to the music of an outdoor concert. Manuelo wishes with all his heart that he too could make music like the crickets and the katydids. But the flute he makes from a cattail doesn't play, and the horn made from a trumpet flower produces no sound. Then, Manuelo meets someone who shows him how to fashion a cello using a walnut shell, a stick, and a special ingredient. Doesn't that sound cute? Next up, we have Stories from a Bug Garden by Lisa Moser. And honestly, I really liked the cover of this one because it reminded me of something that my own daughter would draw. I think it's very sweet and very childlike. And then the inside of it says, what may appear to be an abandoned garden is actually home to an eclectic array of insects, from a ladybug who prefers making mud angels to acting like a lady, to a roly-poly bug who loves to roll, to a cricket who dreams of grand adventure. Come peek between the blades of grass at the secret lives of a garden's tiniest inhabitants. That's gonna be very fun. This next book had amazing reviews. This is called The Thing About Bees, a love letter. And it is by, oh, I hope I don't butcher this name, Shabazz Larkin. But look at that cover, isn't that beautiful? And then the back of it, love will conquer fear. And I love that because that's what I want to teach Vivienne. Love and respect nature and insects and creatures around you. And hopefully that love will be enough to help you overcome your fear of them. The inside of it says, sometimes bees can be a bit rude. They fly in your face and prance on your food, and yet without bees, we might not have strawberries for shortcakes or avocados for tacos. Shabazz Larkin's The Thing About Bees is a Norman Rockwell-inspired Sunday in the Park, a love poem from a father to his two sons, and a tribute to the bees that pollinate the foods we love to eat. children are introduced to different kinds of bees, how not to get stung, and the things we fear are often things we don't fully understand. How appropriate in the day and age that we are currently living in. I'm personally very excited for this one. The next book that we have is The Ant and the Grasshopper, and this one says music is included, and then it gives the website on the bottom where you can have the accompanying music, but this is retold by Blake Hoena, illustrations by Lisk Feng, and music by Dean Jones. In this classic fable in rhythm and rhyme, a cheerful grasshopper asks an ant to come to play. But the ant is too busy preparing for winter. What will the grasshopper do? Find out when you sing along to The Ant and the Grasshopper. Oh, that's so fun. So we're definitely gonna need to download the music that goes with this. I think that would be fun. Vivienne loves to sing. She's constantly singing. She's one of those kids where she's not really at rest very often. She's not very quiet very often. And if she's not doing something with her hands, or if she doesn't have her nose in a book, if she's not doing something active, she's singing. That's how she fills her time. And now that I'm looking at this, I know this is an Aesop fable. We read this when we studied, I think we have an Aesop Fables book somewhere in our collection of the books that have just amassed in our house since we've started homeschool. It is there, and I know The Ant and the Grasshopper is one of those. Oh my gosh, as I'm going through the books, I realized that those are all of the books. I do have one more that is delayed, thanks Amazon. It should be here in the next few days, so I'll probably just share that on my Instagram or something. I don't need to do a whole designated video for the one remaining book, but I have 13 books for our 14-week bug unit because we are filling one of those days with a movie rather than a read aloud. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you some ideas for your own homeschool or for some books that maybe your children would love. If you have any questions about what you've seen in today's video, please leave your questions in the comments down below. I will link all of the books as long as I'm able to. Those will be in the description box. And again, do not forget to subscribe, and please make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.